Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Kyle here from Speedbets, bringing you guys another UFC video. And today I am so sorry my camera is not working. I'm in the process of getting a new one right now. I don't know what happened. I think my cat chewed it up or something. But regardless, I am sorry about the super late notice of the video as well. It has been an insane week for me. Absolutely just disgustingly busy. Tuesday Night Contender Series, the most recent event. We cashed out, almost picked a perfect card, got the McGoyan pick wrong. Other than that, flawless picks. We swept the bets. We cashed a three kind of tier round robin. I think we went up like 3 units in the official bets given on the Discord totally for free. In the props, we literally hit the home run. I told you guys Theo Hag under 17.5, under 18.5 significant strikes is the lock of the year. I paired it with like 7 NFL props. I paired it with just about every single prop that I had for that entire card. We cashed out on all those. Our biggest pair we had was Saquon to score a touchdown. That happened last night, Thursday Night Football. Cashed that slip, and we have just been raking in the money. The research has been going good. I just haven't had the time to put my thoughts into a video. There's not going to be an official breakdown, but I'm going to run you through my official picks super fast right now. Again, I'm sorry about no face cam. I know it takes away from kind of the authenticity of the video, but just going to start at the top here. Sam Hughes, Sean O'Bannon. I'm taking Sam Hughes, but if you're betting Sam Hughes at minus 300, get a life. She only wins split decisions. It's ridiculous to bet that money line. Gustafson versus Renat. I'm taking Renat as the dog here. Gustafson, I don't know how you go from being a dog against Chaos Williams and stinking up the show to coming in as a favorite against Renat. Give me Renat all day. Brad Tavares, Robert Burchak. I'm actually taking the dog shot here. Robert Burchak. This guy literally made Ihor Potieria look like Sean O'Malley on the feet, but I am not scared. I've been looking to fade Brad Tavares for years now. It's finally coming around. I mean, this guy, he's barely scraping by the ghost of Chris Weidman. The ghost of GM3 stole the third round off this guy. Burchak, he is horrible, but if you stand in front of him, if you're not mobile, he can hit you. He hits very hard. I'm taking Burchak round one knockout because Brad Tavares doesn't have the mobility anymore. Trey Waters, Sam Patterson, not confident at all, but I am going Sam Patterson by decision. I think his striking defense is abysmal, but Trey Waters is also pretty hittable. So I think it's going to be kind of a fun back and forth fight on the feet. I'm aware Sam Patterson can mix in wrestling. I don't think he does. It's just not his primary game, especially against a guy like Trey Waters where you're at risk of like Darces and Anacondas with those long-ass arms. Give me Sam Patterson by decision. We have Harry Hardwick taking on Cowie Fernandez. Short notice for Hardwick. Up a weight class makes this a little bit tough. Give me Cowie Fernandez by decision. Then Ante Delisha versus Marcin Tybura. Give me Tybura, but I'm not confident whatsoever. I think both guys have a very clear path to victory. It's just who's more washed. I think if Tybura gets top control, he's going to rain down elbows. We saw against Jonata Deniz, he's very lethal there. But Ante here, he has faster hands, which Marcin Tybura is 39. He was somehow faster than Mick Parkin on the feet, but he's not going to be faster than Delia here. I think Delia can win a decision on the feet, or Tybura could win inside the distance. Brendan Iberio taking on Umar Sy. I think Umar Sy is going to get this one done because Brendan Ribeiro is not a pussy. Omar Sy against Alonzo Menafield, he just couldn't get takedowns and he didn't know what to do against Brendan Ribeiro. He's going to walk forward with his hands way high in the air, his hips absolutely squared. He is never going to defend a takedown. You even look at this guy's hips. He's like grabbing a Kimura, trying to Kimura sweep you. The same takedown defense as Nursultan Ruziboyev. Abysmal. Ribeiro is live to knock out Omar Sy if Omar Sy does not shoot takedowns, but if he wants takedowns, they're there. Give me round one ground and pound knockout. Robert Ruchala versus William Gomes. I'm taking William Gomes here. I'm pretty confident. I don't think Ruchala is anything that William Gomes hasn't seen before. Ruchala is not going to put this crazy pace on him like Haider Emil. I think William Gomes is going to go back to his roots. A very technical, very boring split decision William Gomes. Axel Sola taking on Reese McKee. I'm taking Reese McKee as the dog here. I think Axel Sola is going to have a hell of a chin up a weight class, so Reese McKee is not going to be able to knock him out. Give me Reese McKee to win his first ever decision in his career. I just think the speed is going to be on Reese's side, even though Axel is a lower weight class. I think Reese McKee is incredibly underrated. I was on him heavily in his last fight against Daniel Frunza. Belagioki, Mason Jones. I think Mason Jones has god-awful fight IQ, and he's going to make this a scrap when it doesn't have to be. But give me Mason Jones to squeak out a decision. Maybe he lands like a clutch takedown at the end of the third round to steal the split decision. I'm sensing a lot of close fights. These guys both have pretty good chins. I don't see Belagioki shooting in on Mason Jones, so give me Jones to edge it out barely. Bukauskas taking on Paul Craig. Now, Bukauskas is definitely the kind of guy that would get triangle choked by Paul Craig. However, I think he's going to fight him just like Bo Nickel did. Very risk-free fight. He's going to dance around the outside, jab straight, jab straight. That's all it's going to be. Getting Bukauskas by decision. Mauricio Rufy taking on Benoit Saint Denis. I'm on the dog again here. I think Rufy is overrated. I've been saying Rufy's overrated. I don't think he's all that. I am a Benoit Saint Denis believer. I think he's going to get the wrestling going. I think it's hard to say because I don't know if he's actually going to get the takedowns because Ruffy's takedown defense is so unproven. But in all this tape I'm watching, when Ruffy gets his back put to the cage, he literally doesn't know what to do. He waits for the ref to separate. He just holds on and sits there and loses minutes. Ruffy is not a minute winner. He's a moment winner. He could absolutely spark Benoit Saint Denis in the first round. I'm well aware. Benoit Saint Denis, if he starts throwing those naked leg kicks with both of his hands by his hips, he's going to get chinned. That's the way it is. But I like Benoit Saint Denis to edge out a decision here. Then Imavov versus Baralho. I am a huge Kaio fan, but I am taking Imavov here. I think the takedown defense is going to hold up. I'm aware he looked awful in one singular round against Brendan Allen. That's not enough for me to take away from the rest of his skill set. I think this guy's elite on the feet. I think he's going to be able to mix in the straights along with the hooks like Jared Cannonier was, which were landing on Kaio very heavily. Kaio displayed a good chin, but it's Jared Cannonier. He's not the quickest. Imavov is going to be quicker. He's going to be way faster than Kaio, and I think the striking is going to play a difference. It's going to be Imavov by decision. All right, now let's get into the 5 locks. Sorry for yapping so long. Ben and Hughes over 2.5. Like I said, if you're playing Sam Hughes moneyline at minus 300, get some help. You need to call the number 1-800-GAMBLER. You are never touch a sportsbook bet again. Sam Hughes has never looked minus 300 over anyone. She's been the dog in 10 straight UFC fights for a reason. She should not be a minus 300 favorite over a soul. Cowboy Fernandez, like I said, Harry Hardwick, coming in short notice up a weight class with all the pressure in the world fighting in your home soil. Kind of his home soil, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's going to be able to get it done. Cowboy Fernandez keeps impressing me. The takedown defense, it's kind of cleaned itself up. He looked awful against Mark Diakiese, and then he's come back and he's looking better than ever. William Gomi, like I said, I don't think Ruchala is all that special. Gomi is a split decision merchant. I have high confidence in him to rinse this guy via split decision. Cy Ribeiro under 2.5. Now, I don't like to take alt lines, and this is actually not an alt line. I found this on Wager Attack. They have the line for the fight set at 2.5. It's like minus 190 for the under. So not the most atrocious line in the world. I think that is a decent spot because Ribeiro, oh my God, voice cracking. Ribeiro is going to come forward. He's going to have his hips square. He's going to have his chin in the air. He's a very good guy, a very easy guy to finish. And he also just throws haymakers. So if Cy doesn't want to shoot, Cy could also go down. And then Oki Jones over 2.5. Like I said, Mason Jones loves to make fights closer than they have to be. His fight IQ is not all there. He's not going to Russell spam Balaji Oki. He's going to stand and bang with him. It could look like the Aswell fight with Oki where it's like 100 strikes on both sides. But kind of Mason Jones is clearly ahead. Maybe he lands 1 or 2 takedowns. Now we're doing a little new series here where I want to mix in the bets a little bit because I call this the betting guide. And I also felt bad about the webcam, and that probably nobody actually gives a shit about the webcam, but I do. So we're doing 5 minus money bets, and then we have some dog bets as well. We're taking Burchak plus 3.5. Like I said, I like Burchak to win by knockout. I think I also spelled his name wrong here. Oh well, I don't care. But plus 3.5, surely this guy is not going to get finished by Brad Tavares. If Brad Tavares finishes Robert Burchak, cut him, stop competing in MMA. You need to be done. I think surely he wins a round. I'm picking to win by knockout, so I think he's going to cover regardless. Ribeiro Sai, no distance. Again, similar to one of the locks. I just had to put this together pretty quick here. I'm pinched on time, so I'm overlapping a little bit. William Gomi moneyline, you know what it is. Sean O'Bannon plus 7.5. Like I said, Sam Hughes has not looked minus 300 over anyone. Give me Sean O'Bannon to win one singular round on one judge's scorecard. Oki Jones over 2.5. Again, one of the locks, but I love the spot. If you guys are in the Discord, I gave you that at minus 130 earlier in the week. The line is steamed up. The public agrees with me. It's a great spot. Let's cash it. Some underdog pick'em opportunities. Ben in most significant strikes landed. Sam Hughes is incredibly hittable. Shauna Bannon kind of just peppers that lead leg. She's going to throw jabs that don't really do any damage, but they're still significant strikes based on the definition being distance strikes. She's going to flail that kick, probably hit the legs of Sam Hughes. I don't trust Sam Hughes to rustle her ass off. So give me plus 160 on Bannon to even kind of come close to the strikes of Sam Hughes. I love that. Renat moneyline, like I said, I don't think Gustafson's all that great. Then Bukauskas by points, plus 350. This is crazy. He could knock out Paul Craig. Paul Craig is extremely hittable, but you have to be willing to either knock him out cold or you have to be willing to follow him to the ground. Bukauskas, if he follows Paul Craig to the ground, I genuinely can see this guy getting triangle choked. Couple DFS slips. Brad Tavares under fantasy points. Omar Sy under 9.5 minutes fight time. Pretty self-explanatory based on the descriptions for the fights that I just laid out. In the middle here, we have Sam Hughes over 1.5 takedowns and Benoit Saint-Denis lower. Now, this slip right here kind of contradicts the stuff I've been saying, but I took this slip because I knew these lines were going to move. I knew I was going to get positive EV on this slip, and that I did. Sam Hughes is at 2.5 takedowns. Benoit Saint-Denis is at 1.5. Regardless of whether it hits or not, I'm on the right side of the value, and I can't fight about that. If you're in the Discord, you got this as well. Modestas Bukauskas over 8.5 minutes of fight time. Like I said, if he wants to be smart, he should just jab, fight Paul Craig like Bo Nickel did, and it should be the easiest 30-27 of his career. Then Mason Jones and Bellagioki. Like I said, Mason Jones is going to make this a scrap when it doesn't have to be. I think they're just going to light up the stat sheets with strikes. 3 parlays today. We have the Sean Abandon plus 7.5 and the Omar Sy, Brenton Ribeiro no distance. Just a couple of the locks and the bets that I gave you earlier parlay together. That's a plus 101 parlay. Bottom right, we have William Gomi to win in round 2 to start. Minus 170. That's a huge discount from his minus 300 money line. Then Robert Burchak plus 3.5. Like I said, I love that spot. Cowboy Fernandez on the money line. Mason Jones, Bellagioki over 1.5 in case Bellagioki gasses out and Mason Jones wants to find a late sub. And then Axel Sola versus Reese McKee over 2.5. I think the chins of both these guys are insane. I'm taking the fight to go to decision just about every time. That's plus 203. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Top link in the description. Next week, I promise I'll have the video out at a more reasonable time earlier in the week with a full card breakdown and then the betting guide later in the week. Hopefully my cameras come in by then. But if you guys want to get the Contender Series bets that we've been crushing, hockey season is right around the corner. That's coming back. Football season is upon us. We're sending out bets for everything we do, every single sport pretty much. And I hope to see you guys in there. We'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace out.